Right, guys, welcome. Today we're going to be visiting a place called Shan, Shan in Qingdao City, and apparently it's a place that's it's a famous mountain. Apparently there's a big statue of the legendary, or to me he's legendary, the philosopher or the ancient wise man Lao Tzu, okay, who wrote the Tao Te Ching book about yin and yang, which is the Tao, basically nature. So I'm just walking down and we're going to make our way there. I've never been there before, and as you know, that to me is the truth of life. If you don't follow the Tao, or basically what that is nature, and everything has two sides, yin and yang, and you're trying to find a balance in your life. If you don't follow that, if you don't connect and understand that, you know, nature's the reason why anything exists, and its ultimate truth is what it is, then what else is there in life? You know, so I'm interested. I hope it's going to be a nice trip. Apparently they've got temples and stuff. I don't know if we'll see any of the Taoist priests or whoever's there. I mean, you know, or anyone practicing any Tai Chi or anything like that. But we're going to have a look, you know, and hopefully it'll be like nice sights, the mountains, scenery and whatever. Who knows what it's going to be like. It's quite exciting, special place. So I'm I've been waiting to go here, to visit this place. We're going to take the buses and subway or whatever to get there, and let's see what it's going to be like. Yeah, should be temples. I don't know what they'll allow me to film or whatnot, or what footage we're going to get, but me and my wife are going to check it out. So see you in the following clips. We're going there first. So that's the stop we're going to go to. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. So on the subway, there's not many people here. Okay. So they're either sleeping or working or eating or complaining or hopefully having a good day. I don't know how many people are going to be there, but we're really excited about what it's going to be like. My wife's been there before, but yeah, my wife's been there before, she likes it. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so we're going to go in through the main gate. Okay, so it's the main gate now. So we basically arrived, we got off the subway, we're going to go in the main gate. Basically there's quite a lot of people there, as you can see. For me, basically it's like going home. For me this is just going home. It's 40 years and it's going somewhere normal, you know what I mean?
然后呢，除了这些景点，再就是海上观光山。这边。一会儿照没电了，一会儿没电了。哇！ Some very nice scenery. So we came to this place on a coach. Like different like 3 different places apparently. So we're just visiting this place today. So there's a lot of people here, obviously taking photos and stuff.
公元里就有，知道吧？第二啊，那个是老子像，这个老子像呢，它是铜做的啊，然后呢，整体高度有。
Okay, guys, how you doing? Welcome again. Over there, that statue is a statue of the man I'm always talking to you about in nearly every video, Lao Tzu. And that Lao Tzu to me is like a father to me, because I think after reading that Dao De Jing, as I say, after finishing reading that, there's nothing else that makes sense in life to me. If you don't understand to balance yin and yang, if you don't understand what's real, well, you look at the world now, it's the problem. So I'm saying, it's not about money, it's not about that. One day we're going to die. So this man here was talking about honesty. So that there is my dad. You can see I'm losing hair. I'll go back in my head here. But the point is, I say every day, I really believe, you to follow what that man said. If you follow nature, you wouldn't have wars, you wouldn't have all the problems in your work, in your job, in your family, all that death and pain and suffering. You just understand life and truth, what's real. It's not in my words, it's not in a book. That's it. So it's not even about the Dao De Jing. Most important is understand true, what's real. Don't lie to yourself. And that's it. But this man here, I regard this man, this is a statue of Lao Tzu, as I say. And to me, he was the wisest, most wise man or wise human that I know of. From his words, he spoke only the truth. It wasn't his ideas, it wasn't his take on it, his opinion or anything. Okay, it was just listen with your heart. You know, just everything. You know, your eyes, your ears. Just nature's here for you. That's all there is. It's only nature. If you lie to yourself, it's just death. That's what it is. Living is truth, is nature. Wherever you come from, any country, wherever you come from, you're a man, a woman, you've got one life. So there are. That's someone. I'd rather listen to this man than it. I mean, listening to this man is like listening to your heart. You know what I'm saying? If you watch that TikTok, mate. Nah, it ain't worth. You know what I'm saying? You look at all you need to. If you want to understand that, all you need to do is look at the world now, and you see the problem. Right. So Lao Tzu's talking about the opposite. He's saying follow the truth. Not even follow it. It's you only have the truth. That's what it is. Yeah. Alright guys, so here's another clip whereby the temple's very, very nice. Very, very nice to say that, okay? Very nice. For me it feels kind of like going home, as I say, just like coming home, really. There, again, you can see Lao Tzu's statue, okay? Lao Tzu up there, the statue of Lao Tzu, and as I say, that is that's better. That's the best statue I've ever seen in my life, and it's better than most people I've seen in my life. That man there, I regard like a father. To me, that's like my dad, because he didn't lie to anybody. He wrote a book called the Dao De Jing, as I say in the book, and in that book, as a human being, just a human like anyone here, like a person, writing that book, I think they were so wise, because that's telling you to follow nature, follow what's true. It's not someone's ideas, it's not a culture or something. It's not something made up, it's just follow what's true, what's real in your life. And that there, if you follow what's true and you don't lie to yourself, and you follow peace and nature and balance, yin and yang, as I say, the Tao in harmony, then everything in your life will be better. There'll be no war, there'll be no fighting, there'll be no all those terrible things, you know. The life, that's what we're saying, that's what life is not death. Life is the best health
It's not sickness. So you don't want to lie to yourself, lie to everybody. You don't need to know every answer. You always have questions. You're always learning. But, you know, what's sometimes more is less, and what's less is more, right? So this is why I really like what this man, you know, Laozi wrote that book, in the book, the Tao Te Ching, as I say. And my advice to you, okay, anybody, is really read it and read it again, because it's not like any other. It's my shoes. It's not like any other books. All right, so I just want to say again, as I've already said to everybody, as I say, my advice would be to have a look at this book, right? The Tao Te Ching. It's a very, very good book. I don't, you know, in any language, I don't know what your first language is. My first language is English. You know, I can speak Chinese, but I can't read so much, right? But that book, I can't say changed my life. Like I said, this book let me know that my heart, my eyes, my ears were true, you know. And there's a lot of things in this world, in different cultures and different societies, where people just lie to themselves, they lie to everybody, and lie to everything. So the most important thing you can do is be honest. If you don't balance your yin and yang, you can't be honest. You're just going to have pain, imbalance, fighting, and hell in your life. You know? So you want to keep healthy, follow nature is what we're saying. And that's what the book is saying. The most important thing is not saying Laozi and the Tao Te Ching. Most importantly is nature, truth. That's what it means. It means you should know that. You know, your heart is working in your body. You have one body, one mind every day. It's a beautiful life. You don't know how many years you're going to be alive. And anyway, I won't say too much. You just look at the book, okay? Laozi and is a wonderful Tao Te Ching. It's a beautiful book. And that's it. That's all I can really say. Nothing more to say. We're going to continue having a look, all right? Okay, guys, we're in another part of the temple now. And you can see some old looking instruments, okay? Chinese traditional instruments. Have a little look. Very nice, beautiful, yeah? Beautiful, wonderful. Wonderful. There's many arts in life. We have art, we have painting, we have music. Yeah. We've got some people on the screen here playing some music too. I like this one, but I don't know what it sounds like. Okay, these pictures, guys, look like some important Taoist figures, I would say. That's the best way I can say that. Taoist figures, people, you know. Beautiful artwork again, you know. I love drawing and painting, so I respect artists, and these are really not only beautiful but also very meaningful. Meaningful, I'm sure they're. Again, guys, look at such beautiful scenery. I will say, very nice. You know, and you've got the mountains all around too. Alright, guys, I want to say hello again, welcome. This is a very, very meaningful scene we can see here. Very, very meaningful. We can see Laozi, who I regard as my father. Really. This guy here, Laozi, as I say, this to me is the wisest human being on the planet I've ever heard of. And then Kongzi over here, Confucius, Kongzi, okay? So this scene here depicts, I guess, a conversation between Laozi and Kongzi, as I say. But I just wish Kongzi would listen. That's all I can say, because all respect to Kongzi, but Laozi was speaking the absolute truth. Laozi didn't lie to anybody. That's what I mean. From what I've heard, it's very meaningful.
Okay, I want to say one thing also. Looking at this wonderful statue of Laozi, you can see on his face also. I'm looking at his face there. He looks very, very focused. Like very focused, but he's calm, and also he doesn't look. See, he looks. To me, he looks happy. Like someone who's really, really listening to life. You know, really listening to life. Now, Kung's there. Kung's just talking and waving his hands, telling him, I respect him. I respect Kung's, but how's it? He was really listening. I feel. How? Because I read the Tao Te Ching. That's how I know. And also because we've got a beautiful sun, we've got beautiful trees growing, and my heart is beating. So there you go. It's a study yin and yang, I've got to say. This guy there allows I regard as like a father to me. You know, I just really wish that Kongza would listen a little bit more. Hey. Behind us, there's a massive staircase. I don't know, it seems to be leading up to that massive big statue, the first one we saw of Laozi, which we saw from the bottom. So I guess if we was to go up there, we'd be close to that statue. Don't know what kind of views we're going to see, but obviously it's amazing that we're seeing. A wonderful day so far, really, really nice. This is definitely my favourite place, you know, I've visited, you know. Probably one of the most meaningful places you could ever visit, really. This place has the most meaning that I've visited in my life than anywhere, because you know, again, it's just Laozi's words, you know, to say, well, it's the truth, it's the message of true nature through a human being expressed, and a lot of dedication to that here, you know, yin and yang. Okay, guys, so that again is who I regard as my father there, or the one human being that I understand. I don't understand anybody, I just understand him. To be honest with you, the honest truth of it, he didn't lie at all, he just spoke the real truth. That's Laozi, as I say, Laozi's big statue there. And you can go up here, we can go up the stairs. And just absolutely magnificent, yeah. Okay, right guys, so there's a lot of people complaining, they say, oh, it's too high up, they're so tired, they don't want to go up. But I'm going to go up because that man, I tell you, as I say, you read the Tao Te Ching and you understand a few things. You understand how to learn better. That's what I've learned. Learn how to stand, and that is Laozi's big statue there. What an amazing thing, to be seeing that. We're going up together. So my wife's walking very strong. You okay, no KO. We're going up. Laozi's waiting up there. Okay, fantastic, absolutely amazing. See that? There you go. There you go. That's it. Well, here you come. There's nothing you need to see. You just see that.
You know, that's it. It's not Douyin, it's not your bloody it's not the news on TV. It's just basically just close your eyes and look at your heart. That's what he's saying. And breathe. Beautiful life, you know. That's it. Not money, beautiful life and time. Okay, so we just went up. We went up, okay, close to the statue. Took some photos too on the way back down. Now this here is Laozi de Luoqi, my wife said. This basically is his animal, what he used to ride around, apparently, to take him to places. And I'm sure they were very meaningful. This is a very impressive place. What can I say? It's just absolutely a very special place. This. I'm very happy we came here. You happy? Yeah. And we went in there. We went up there. Okay. And you can go in through the door. And I actually, when I went inside, I went down and I done some prayers. So at the end of this video, I will talk about the prayers. Okay. Even though I never call myself like religious as in following anyone else's beliefs and stuff, but at the end of this video I will talk about that, okay? There you go, that was again. To me, that's the only person that I know of that spoke real truth, you know, real sensible stuff. They need people like Laozi in the universities and everywhere, and running the countries and the world.
Pretty deep, this, apparently.
你要去拜一下吗？烧个香。咱们从那边上去，绕了一圈下来。
三个大殿，三关、三清、三皇。你说六去，然后这个
说的太好，不就不讲讲了，要不然就来了一套都
相当于有
晓得的我也不说。
它就是它几乎的见面。
这么大的银杏真的很少。这个问题是调整完的。道教协会。
老板，你们做完了？这里不是在逛街。好，会长。我们。
Just got off the coach. Right, guys, another quick clip. So we've just basically got off the coach. Just got off the coach, and yeah, we're going to go back and get the subway now, the underground, as I say. As yeah, just great. Okay, you good? Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. My wife really enjoyed it today. Very nice. I think I enjoyed it more, I'd say, because for me it's more meaningful. Well, my wife's been there before anyway. But yeah, we're just gonna go get the train now, get the subway, gonna go back home. You know, relax. Wife had a good time, just a bit tired. Just a bit tired. But I really enjoyed it. I feel okay. For me, it was very, very meaningful. Very, very meaningful place to go to. I'll talk to you more in the next clip, alright? In the next clip. We're basically going to get the subway now. So I'll see you in the next clip. So another quick clip before we get the train. Big noise. So there, you can see the man. So there you can see, that's where we went basically, that's just where we came from. There. Okay, Laoshan, see the Lao's amazing statue and the temple, it was amazing. Okay, so I'll see you in the next clip. As I said, we're going to get the train now. And I'll talk to you in the following clips. 是的。Mind the gap. Thank you. Mind the gap. It's not London. Okay, we're going to go up there. So, a lot of escalators. Or as my dad says, the moving stairs. Okay? 今天看到那个老者是吧? He was a baldy man with a big beard. And then we saw the statues. He was a very, very wise man. Very wise man. Now, are you hungry? Are you not thirsty? I'm a little hungry. In my bag I got some spicy sausage sandwiches I didn't eat today. Oh no. So let's get out. We're going to go now. We're going to get the bus, the 611, the legendary bus. I'll put my bag in the thing now as well. Okay, so I was wrong. I didn't have to put my bag through the thing. That's only when you go in, obviously, through the check-in.
When you take the escalator, please stand still and hold the handrail.
You see how to tell you that?
That
the safety, see, when you're on the escalator, they tell you to stand properly, stand straight and still, and take care of your your kids and the elderly. That's right. You know what you really need to do is take care of people with a real, true, honest heart. Okay, we're going to go up now. We're going to go up and get our bus, the 611, the legendary 611 bus. Let's go.
Do not ride.
Okay. So they're saying, do not ride the escalator, the moving stairs with or carry heavy big bags, like heavy luggage cases and stuff. I mean, or take them on the train and stuff. But then again, we have done. I mean, you have to take. If you've got a lot of luggage, what are you going to do? I don't know. We're going to go now. I remember. Let's have a look here. When we get to the top, we're going to see which way to go. We're going to get that 611 bus. I just want to say, we've just come out of the train station or the subway station. And you know, there's mountains all around. Like if you look, like the scenery, beautiful. Even just nearby, just in this area, just all around you. Certain places I've seen around Qingdao, as I say. So it's a lot of scenery like that, you know. It's all around. You see mountains all around. I mean, anywhere to me, like anywhere, like a, you know, scenic, you know what I mean? It's nice. So we're going to get our bus now. As I said, we're going to get the bus and go back and go home. We're going to get the bus and go home. This view is close to where we're living right now. I just live round the corner from this, where we've been staying for the last week or two. Alright guys, how you doing guys? Don't know if you can hear me. That behind me is my dad. It's not really. guys, I want to say welcome. This is the last clip. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. We had a wonderful day, saw some amazing scenery, you know, with the temples there on the mountains, just all the beautiful scenery and everything, and I really enjoyed it. I want to say, again, Lao Tzu to me was probably the wisest human being that I know of, because he was speaking about balancing things by understanding that everything has two sides, and that being, of course, yin and yang in the Tao, which is basically the way of nature and the way, you know, of the way of nature and truth is what it all is, you know. So there's a bit of a big contrast between him and Confucius, okay, Kunzi. I know it was very amazing seeing the big statues and everything there of, you know, mostly Lao Tzu, obviously, which is incredible. I want to just say something here. We saw a couple of, you know, like, I don't know what you'd call them, not monks, priests, I guess, Taoist priests or Taoist, you know, people, Taoists from the temple there. Saw a few as well. But I want to talk about something, okay? Now, myself, I've never been of, like, first of all, there's a lot more to Taoism, I'm sure, that I need to look into, or different areas of it as well, I think. Because for many years I've been, like, more and more deeper into it, and I'm definitely, I'd say, because I'd have to class myself as a Taoist. I'd have to, you know, because I believe it absolutely in that, and it feels weird to use this word, belief. Like, the Tao is just talking about nature. That's all it is, just true nature. So I've always said, like, you know, it doesn't seem to be talking about, like, a god or anything like that. You know, not to say that there isn't a god or anything, but I've always said that I'm not religious like some people. Like, I don't follow a set of other people's beliefs per se, that kind of thing, you know. But I've always said that I believe, you know, all right, there could be more to the afterlife, who knows, right? Or spirits, you know, watching over us and all that stuff, you know, deities, right, and stuff. But or God, you know, some people believe in multiple gods. But the thing is, I don't know. I'm a simple, honest human being, right? So I'm a simple little human being on the planet Earth, right? And what I do know is about the forces of nature. And yeah, there are two sides to everything, you know, man, woman. Okay, so there's a man, woman, hot, cold, fast, slow, up, down, in, out, big, small, hard, soft, before, after. See, so many opposites to everything. And it's because of one opposite that we have the other, like, or you know the other, or there is the other, you know, like ugly and beautiful, this kind of thing, right? Even right and wrong. But yeah, some of it's like human psychology and morality, but a lot of it's like absolutely just truth in nature, right? And there's two sides to everything, and that means everything that exists, and that those things that exist, basically everything that exists is the Tao, it's reality, it's what it is, it's truth, including in your life, in every aspect of life. It's just an absolute truth that you can see in life. So I didn't choose to start believing in this and say, I'm going to be a Taoist today. You know, it's not like that. It's like, that's just true. Everything has two sides. You can't deny it. Everybody knows it, right? So, you know, the point is, you know, that's the thing. So outside of that is nothing, right? Outside of everything, like outside of what we have, what else is it? There's stuff we don't have, right? Which is nothing. It's non-existent. So the truth is real. What's not real, okay, was fake. That means we don't have it. It's literally nothing. Yeah. So everything that we have that is here is only here because, you know, one, its opposite, which is nothing, and then the actual thing itself is made up of, as I say, two sides to make it what it is. Everything's got two sides to it that balance it as was one, even if that's, like, again, like I said, the non-existent part. So everything is one, when we can understand more clearly, our lives will be more wholesome rather than a whole. Our lives will be more wholesome if we understand more about the yin and yang principles or principle, which is the Tao. And so this man, Lao Tzu, as I say, to me was one of the wisest human beings ever, because he was just a person like everybody else. No special, he's just like a human being, right? But he wrote a book. He wrote the book called the Tao Te Ching, as I say. Tao Te Ching. And he wrote this book in like a simple way. It's not a very big book, but just giving examples like how you can open your mind and see your life. And anyone can understand that. And it's not from him. It's not like his mind and his take on it, like, you know what I mean? Like he's trying to steer you towards an ego. And he doesn't have an ego. It's not like that. It's just absolute truth, regardless of if he exists, regardless of if temples even exist, regardless if the book exists. No, even regardless of if this symbol, drawing of a yin-yang symbol exists. No, it's just nature itself. What's true is true. That's what we're saying. Okay, so there was a big contrast, I believe, a big like opposite, sort of contrast between him and Confucius, okay, who was a Kongzi. Now, all respect to him, no one's perfectly more fully, I believe, always wrong, always right, you could say. But he was very different. He was very worldly, as far as I know. I don't know as much about Kongzi Confucius as I do about Lao Tzu, but he was more like, as far as I know, like trying to keep things in order, like in the world, and more orderly and control, as a system and all that, like you think about money and all that kind of stuff, as far as I know. Whereas Lao Tzu was always coming from the core heart of true nature. There's always nature. You can build buildings or whatever on the mountains, but the mountains are first. So you've got to respect all of nature just keeping you alive. That's all. That's what it really is. We can make all kinds of phony stuff and symbolising things and trying to control ourselves. You see a lot of crazy stuff in the world now, in this world. It doesn't matter what kind of technology you make. Even human beings are pretty clever, we think we are. But if you're not following truth and you're just lying to yourself and everyone and just putting a show on, that's nothing. That's sickness, that's fear, and all the negativity in your life. Now those things add up to nothing. There's destruction. The more destruction there is, and ill health and waste, you're going out of life, you're going closer to death, you're going to non-existence. So what we have is existence. When you come closer to existence, health, nature, where things grow and blossom and are strong in existence, everything has two sides. And that we can symbolise, we can say it, yin and yang, and that's what it is. So this is why I believe, and this is why I shouldn't say I would believe, but this is why I'm so interested in that. That's why I've always, for many years, been more and more interested in this. So I'd have to class myself as, someone who follows that. I'd have to class myself as a Taoist, I guess. But I'm not. I never call myself like religious, like following another, a group of people that follow a certain thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because the thing is, like, what's true is true. Now, if there are spirits or angels or deities or God or whatever after this earth, to experience them like if in the afterlife, I don't know for sure. See, looking down, I'm just a simple human being on the earth, but I'm not saying that they don't exist or God doesn't exist. I'm not saying that, okay? But I'm just saying, as a simple human being, in my simple on this earth, you can have faith in certain type of belief like that, but it's like, in terms of looking into the nature on the earth and just the way things are, the truth, the Tao thing is so present and so relevant. It's the only thing that's relevant, I think, outside of, or not outside of, just as a knowledge, a human knowledge. That's what I'm saying. And it's here, whether humans exist or not on the planet. It's just about truth, regardless if human beings exist or not. But it's like, that's all including everything. So that would have to include, you see what I'm saying? It'd have to include everything. So the way I see, even a God, let's say, because it's everything. You have heaven and hell, or you've got God, or you got, you know what I mean, or everything that's not God. And if you say, well, no, he incorporates both sides, the existing and the non-existing, well, that's the same. That again is the Tao as far as I'm concerned, in essence. And if you say, well, everything he is, and then, you know, what's not is not, it's non-existent, well, then you're going back to the same thing, exactly the same as the Tao. The Tao talks about everything that is. It just is. It's here. What is real? Right? And it's here because of two sides. And also we've got this non-existence, which is the opposite of that. So there you go. And what's eternal? Something that doesn't exist. It's like an eternal thing. Like it's like never. You know, it's like a time. It's just like eternal. Never is like an opposite side of forever, but it's the same thing. You see what I'm trying to say? But it's like eternal existence. Now, I've heard that some Taoist or Taoist priests believe. I'm not too sure. Something about when you die and then your spirit lives on forever or something into the natural way of things or whatever. I don't know exactly. But as I say, I've read the Tao Te Ching, I've read it over and over. I've read the full book once, like fully. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And anyway, today we had a really nice trip, and I don't know if there are any other Taoist, places, like that, which are, what do you call it, places of interest and focus, you know what I mean, dedicated to that, and temples, apart from Wudang Shan, which people have trained, a lot of them. You see the monk, you see the Taoist priests and stuff practicing, their Tai Chi, for example, Tai Chi Chuan and Bagua, okay. And I do believe the Xingyi Chuan also, which are the main three internal schools of the martial arts, as well as you've got basic like Qigong exercises, obviously. It's all about the inner strength, see, the root. So you've got trees that grow from the roots and they grow up, right? And then again you've got like the rings inside a tree, like they grow from the inward out and they become stronger. The way things grow, you know what I mean? From the core and the bones in your body and all that. And this is what it's about. So anyway, I want to just say something just quickly here. I want to say, okay, I don't rule out, things that I don't know about, you know what I mean? And it's nice to think, try to connect that hopefully there isn't an energy that goes on forever, or some kind of, how can I say, version of our beings, or as it might change, I don't know, like spirits, I don't know, but look, and the same with God and everything, it's like in existence, I'm saying. I went to, like, there were lots of, what do you call them, these, I don't know if statues are the right word, statues, there were statues, and there were also those kind of statues of like deities and things like that. I don't know if I'm using the right word, but you go and like there was one particular, I don't know if I'm using the right words, a nun, or that was a female like Taoist practitioner there, and she told me how to do it, because you go down and like pray, like you do a praying motion, and I didn't catch that on video. Obviously, it's not really nice and respectful to film those things. You can't do that. But basically, I went to basically so many of those deities and different statues or whatever you call them. Please excuse me. And you go down on your knees and you do the praying thing, and then you get your the incense. You have to light the incense, you have to hold it a certain way. She told me to hold it with my left hand and then on the bottom, with my right hand there, and you have to, put them on the flame, you've got the wax or whatever, them on the flame, and then you, 3 of them, after praying, and then you go in and you like do another, like you stand and face them and do like a bowing kind of, what do you call it, on a, so you just basically like hoping, like praying to them for a bit of maybe protection or well-being, to take care and watch over you in your life, or whatever, thanks and stuff like that. And then you put them in the thing, okay? But anyway, I'm not going to go into detail, but I want to just like mention, like, because I've been to another place before. We went to in Hainan in Sanya, where there was a big a Buddha statue. There was a Guanyin, another one, big statue. I know it's probably, I don't know if I'm using the right word, but you can go in, and in the bottom there, when you go inside, they have so many little smaller ones of these statues of these deities or figures, you know. And I remember being so amazed by a lot of the scenery there. And there's a big foot and that. Now that's mostly dedicated to like Buddhism, you know. Buddhist like temples and stuff. But we was there, and yeah, there was like the big foot and stuff. And I remember like going on there and praying and stuff. But it's like just in my head, and just like a quiet sort of prayer and respect. But now, as far as I know, Buddha, the original man, the Buddha, he was another person, wasn't he? Who was originally human, and then in the afterlife he went up. Whenever went to a next level, as per se. Now today, when I went up that big flight of steps on the mountain, and I went to where the biggest main statue of Laozi was. When I went up there, I went into the door. We went in, me and my wife, and we saw the big statue of Laozi there, you know. And inside there's another one, like, you know. And I prayed twice, and then a simple little prayer, and then I walked around to every single one, just did the best I could. My wife kind of guided me, and she's a bit more in the know about doing this kind of thing. Buddhists in their family a bit as well, but anyway, I went round. And I was trying to do the gestures sort of right, but I was trying to do it right, but like coming from the heart and being honest. And I know you might say just statues, I know they're statues, but like looking at this, like it's that, I don't know, it's that connection, like if there is anything else beyond, you know. And this is what I'm saying, so it's like, I don't know for sure. Of course, I'm pretty sure there were definitely like Taoist, from Taoism, you know, deities or whatever, but there were so many of them. And it shows that there's a lot more I need to read up about and learn about, so I'm even more interested now. I want to read up about other Taoist philosophers or Taoist practitioners of the day, and people like was around back then, and again about these deities and about that kind of side, because I've always known about about Taoism, like being, some people class it like as a religion or a spiritual sort of religion, but then some of it's like it's just like a philosophy, but rather not just a daydreaming poetic philosophy. I'm saying a philosophy like a knowledge about life and understanding true nature and what it's all about, you know, the existence of everything, which is true, the yin and the yang. But again, opening my mind and being, you know, acknowledging, I mean, you know, there could be, if there are forces beyond in the heaven or whatever, or there's whatever, you know, deities looking after us in some way or looking over, but you know, it's always good to, I don't know, be hopeful, be a little bit, you know, this and that. So I was just out of respect, because it's like people, you know, like when our friends or family or friends, like, or loved ones die, or like people like that, anyone in your family, again, it's the same thing that you don't know. You always wonder, you know, if they've moved on to the afterlife or whatever as well, you know. And it's like, it's not nice to think that they've totally gone. It's nice to think that there might be a bit of a connection still there. Could you pray and say a few words for them, to them, you know what I mean? People go to cemeteries and stuff too. I'm not trying to be morbid, I'm trying to be like, you know, just say, you know, a bit positive. But anyway, I went in and I went to every single one of those deities, statues, and I did pray a little quick. It was more like a gesture and an acknowledgement of respect. I was in that place, and I just walked up to everyone and I just looked in the eyes. I looked directly in the eyes, and some of their eyes are like looking off, or different kind of this and that, yeah, but some of them, they like they look like they're staring right, you know, with the eyes looking at you, and you should see the designs, man, of these, the way they look. And I don't want to say characters like in a jokey way, but you know what I mean, they got different designs, but the way they look, like, you know. But it's quite interesting. I would love to know more about them. Excuse me, I'm a little bit tired today, but really enjoyed it, very much so. It seemed kind of too fast, too rushed for me. But yeah. So you know, I went to every single one. I looked in their eyes, literally, honest and true, because I'm thinking these are forces for truth here, right? They're watching over people too, supposedly, or whatever, you know, and it's like, and they're supposed to be standing up with somehow symbolising what it is and all this, the Tao and reality. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? So I looked in the eyes. I've done that. I prayed sort of gesture out of my head, and I've stopped and give that moment to every single one. I gave my moment. I didn't just walk past. I tried not. Found myself walking along. I thought, hang on, I've got to stop and face this one, and then this one, and there were so many of them all around. And my wife was there with me, and then there was another big one there. And then we went back, and before I went out, I'd done a second prayer to the Laozi one as well. And then we also found another statue, another one like all deity sort of statue of Laozi again. Also Laozi, after he had supposedly died, or maybe he did, say, move on and became whatever he was, a spirit or deity of his own. Now, I need to look up this stuff and read up more and get more knowledgeable about this guy. And I say it is the 19th of, as I say, well, it's in this date here, okay, so the 19th of May 2023. So, you know, maybe in the future I will have learned a lot more and understand much more. But yeah, just saying what I'm saying, you know, very wonderful, very interesting day today. There's definitely things more about Taoist knowledge that I have to look into, you know, learn more about myself, definitely. I'm very, very happy that I could share this wonderful journey with you guys. Okay. No, excuse me. But yeah, I do, as I say, you know, just be honest in yourself. There's a lot of things in our different cultures across the world. There's a lot of things in society that are just not true, and you know, people are fooling each other with this vagueness and this chaos. So we need to get order. We need some natural order. That's what we need. That's all you need. Nature. So this book, as I say, the Tao Te Ching, as I say, it's a very, 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 very meaningful book, because it's so simple. It shows you so much about life. But my goal is to find out more. Okay, that's my goal, to find out a lot more about you know, Taoism, basically, or Taoism sometimes, you know, English, or like mispronunciation I'd call it sometimes, if that's right. You know, it's sometimes wrongly pronounced, like Taoism, or the Tao, you know, or the Tao Te Ching, okay, or the Lao Tzu, you know. But it's really in Mandarin Chinese. That's what I do know, is it's Laozi, okay, his name's Laozi, and he wrote this book called the Tao Te Ching, the D-A-O, okay, Tao, okay, Tao. And so, anyway, Taoist, right, principles, very, very interesting, very, because to me, there's nothing else. There could be nothing else. What else could there be? Everything that we have, everything that exists, yeah, it has two sides. It just really does, right? And that's why it's here. If one side too much or too less, it breaks up, it's breaking, and it starts to become nothing. So outside of what we have, there is nothing. So we only have that. So there you go. Everything. So if we're talking about whatever, heaven, hell, God, and whatever, the earth, the people, the animals, everything, you know, man, woman, you know what I mean? Big, small, all that. That's it. That's it. Everything's there. So there's so many lessons, so many things you can learn. You know what I'm saying? This empty cup, this cup here, the tea is in the cup, because the cup has a space. It's the space. You know, if you're listening, if you're quiet and listening, they say it in Buddhism as well. You know, if you're quiet, I'm just saying, like, if you're quiet, you listen, the sound comes to your ears, you can hear the birds whistling. Not because you're listening hard or you're looking hard and you just don't see it because you're looking too hard, you know what I mean? You're looking for the sun. No, the sunlight or the light reflects around and the light and the colours come to your eyes. Light, right? The smell, the taste, the feeling, the 5 senses in the body, and then the sense, the picture in your mind. It should be coming from truth. It should be like, you've got an imagination, but you start making things up and exaggerating and lying and pretending. That's not the way to go. It's like walking with your eyes closed, like just you know, silly things, you know. Yeah. So when you try, like when I drink this tea, I don't need to try to taste it. Is it sweet? Is it sweet? You know, make it see that. No, it's just I can taste it immediately. I know it's sweet. I know the sugar in it. I can taste it. So that is true. Yeah. So Lao Tzu was just a normal man saying that anyone should do it. Anyone can see that. See? So there you go. He was just a guy who did not make up nonsense, or at least in that book, as far as I know, someone who could write that. You know what I mean? You know, it's like anything. Like if someone, you might not trust somebody because of other things they've said or done, but if someone says something like, you know, take care of your health, you know, or watch where you're going, it's like that's just common sense for anyone. Anyone should know that, right? People's minds and attitudes and all that is indoctrinated. People get brainwashed by what they see around them, other people doing. They get confused and distracted, and then fear and all kinds of negative emotions come and take over them. And like, I want to win, I want to become more successful, because they believe they're a failure right now, a loser right now. You see what I'm saying? And this is what happens, but you're really not a failure. You know, your heart's beating in your body, you're breathing, you're growing, you know what I mean? It's always a new beginning all the time. You wake up each day as a new beginning. If you get hurt, like I said before, if you hurt your body or you get a bruise, or so, your body gradually tries to heal itself from sickness and injuries and stuff. That's all it is, renewing. It's always a constant flow, like yin and yang, constantly flowing, constantly moving, constantly fixing and rebuilding and growing and developing and being, you know what I'm saying? Not to say bigger than anyone, but it's like maintenance from that refreshing, reflowing, refreshing starting. It's like always constantly a new birth, kind of speak, like new life, new life, new life, new life. It's always a new life. That's what it is. It never comes to the end and stop, and that's it. That's when you're dead. You know what I'm saying? And then it could be a spirit, as I was trying to say, but I'm saying as far as life goes as a human being on the earth, or as far as even this concept goes, see, like non-existence is like, you could say, is an eternal non-existence. Eternal meaning no end, meaning no beginning, because when did it start? If it's eternal forever, then where did the start? It had to be an eternal, never-ending sort of regress, they call it, isn't it? So that means, and the opposite of that is forever. So everything and nothing. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. So I wanted to thank you very much for watching this video, okay? There's going to be a couple of versions maybe of this video. You're going to get the full thing, like with this me talking. I've been talking for a long time here, I know. But you're also going to get maybe like another version, like an edited version, which won't be as long as this, put it that way. Like a nice edit as well. And I hope you enjoy both of these videos. You will see, you see my wife in the video too. We had some fun, we enjoyed it. Let's say, there's quite a lot of people there, I'd say. I saw a couple of people praying and stuff there, but most people were just like going up and down the mountain and walking around taking photos. And some people were just going there for the trip and the scenic spot, whereas I think a lot of other people probably were just, some people, I'm saying, probably were more into it and in depth, and some people did. They looked in, they knew about the Dao De Jing, as I say, which is just a fantastic book, it really is. And I'm going to try and look up more information about it, as I say, too. Another amazing, really brilliant thing was it wasn't too far. It was not too far from here. That's amazing to say. It's really not too far from here either, where I'm staying currently. But it's like we'll be moving out of this place probably pretty soon to be moving somewhere else. Excuse me. But yeah, it's been a good day. nothing really more to say at the moment, okay? Martial arts wise, as I didn't see anybody doing any martial arts or Tai Chi or anything like that. Like, I guess you'd see a lot of that at Wudong, Wudong Shan for that. You'd see a lot of that internal, like, martial arts and stuff like that, which is awesome. But I didn't do much martial arts today on camera, but it's kind of awkward. There were people around anyway, and it was a lot of temple sort of things. But I was going to film some more fun clips and stuff of me doing some moves, But I did one little very short clip, and I got a photo. You're going to see me doing like a Tai Chi kind of posture, okay? It was, and also another bit of free flowing. You see me doing some Kung Fu animal styles and stuff. Just a few moves, just simple, just for fun. But I didn't go into like more deeper, like serious martial art demonstrations or anything either, or even just more crazy fun one, because there were just people around, and it was getting near the end of the time as well, we were going to go, and and it was just kind of hard, as I say. I had to be a bit respectful to the place too, and there were like a few, as I said, Taoist like priests or practitioners around too, so I didn't want anyone to come up and beat me, to whoop my ass, and that's not that, it's just out of respect, really. But it's okay though. Got some nice photos too, and I even had a couple of we had some nice little chocolates on the way. My wife brought some nice chocolates in the bag, really nice little chocolates. So I'm going to finish my tea, enjoy the rest of the evening the best I can. I'm going to start editing these videos, okay? I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you've enjoyed the journey, and I also hope that you enjoy the simpler edit too of it, okay? There's another edit I'm going to do, or edits, whatever you're going to see, okay? And I hope you're enjoying the channel. I hope everybody loves the videos on the channel. Please do subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share, like, and all that stuff. Hit the bell for notifications. Turn up for all notifications is best. Any donations I'll be so grateful for too, okay? Any donations, or if anyone's interested or want to know more about martial arts, or like my books that I'm going to be writing too soon about like real like self-help and the Tao, as well as some martial arts stuff soon, do let me know. Okay, we got more videos, I say, I'll be doing more videos like out and about and some talk videos, plus a lot. This channel is mostly dedicated, as I say, to my trips and stuff. So like different places we'll be going to, and looking at, and adventure type stuff. Okay. I have another channel, as I say, which is Richard's Tao and Kung Fu. Okay. If you go to that channel, it's another channel. That particular channel is basically dedicated to me, but it's me basically teaching simple martial arts lessons to people, and also sharing Tao philosophy. Okay, so I'll probably be putting some stuff on. You'll see some stuff on there about the Tao. I've put a lot of Kung Fu videos so far. It's that's all serious stuff, by the way, too. And my whole life I've been doing martial arts, and the philosophy is so important to me, okay, humbly, but I know what I know, that's all I can say. But it says, okay, so the name of that channel, my other channel, is Richard's Tao and Kung Fu, okay? Richard's Tao and Kung Fu. Check out the other channel. I've got multiple channels, as I say. I also do my own other creative stuff, like I make music and I make art and animation digitally on the computer. I do a lot of different things, alright? I make a lot of fun videos and other short movies and stuff too. I've got multiple channels if anyone's interested, but on this channel it's about my trips and stuff, okay? And a bit of martial arts thrown in from time to time. You take care, peace, thanks for watching. Check out the other edits and the other content of this journey, this trip. I'll be uploading again soon, okay? Yeah, and loads more to come, loads more trips. Take care, peace.